So you've come up with the ideas, you've got the scripts written out ready to record, but there's that one thing that's stopping you from getting your videos done, that inanimate object that's staring back at you. Here's a few tips on how you can be more comfortable on camera. Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Talking to the camera without anybody else there in the room can be very unnatural. Talking to something that doesn't give you any sort of feedback can leave you overthinking about what you're saying, and ultimately cause you to end up freezing in front of camera and you're not creating the video content that you want to share. I'm hoping that these tips that I give you today help you start with the process of getting over talking to the camera. The first tip is to know what you're talking about. Make sure you've got your script ready so when you start recording you know exactly what you're going to say. Don't worry about wording the whole thing out. Have bullet points so you can expand on what you've got to say and you can go off and have a more natural feel about what you're talking about. Don't rush either. Take your time. Do a couple of takes. The more takes you do, the more relaxed that you'll become. It's about practicing makes perfect. And when you're doing your takes over and over again, mark them audibly so it's quicker to find in the edit. You can either clap, click, or do a weird noise. Boo! Don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes can tend to eat somebody up. You overthink about what you're trying to say and you just keep pausing and umming and erring. That's natural. It's what happens in everyday conversation. But you're more conscious of it because you're the only person in the room and you're telling yourself that it's a mistake. Doesn't mean it is a mistake, and it's easily fixed in editing just by doing a little jump cut. Allow yourself to relax before you start filming. If you find yourself relaxing by listening to music, listen to some music or a comedy show, something that's going to make you just relax a bit. Even have a stiff drink just to give you some Dutch courage. I'm not saying have 6 or 7, but maybe 1 or 2. Another good point is to put yourself in an area where you're comfortable. So maybe going to a studio isn't best for you. Maybe in your own office or in a space in your own home may be better for you to film because you're in your own environment, somewhere where you feel confident and in control. Going to a studio and losing that control can easily cause you to tense up and become a bit more uncomfortable on camera. Another thing you can do is just remember you're talking to one person, that perfect customer for you, that perfect person that you've made this video for. Trying to talk to a crowd of people, it's very easy to freeze and forget what you're trying to say. Where if you're talking to one person and have a conversation, it's a lot easier. Maybe you've got a photo that you can stick to your camera so you're talking to the person in the photo. Or have somebody in the room, maybe on camera with you so you can have a discussion with them. Or maybe somebody off camera who you can refer to make sure you're keeping track of your points, who could potentially ask questions as well to you. And you can feed them back to the camera and be a lot more relaxed in front of it. Having somebody there to talk to just one person can help you relax immensely. Which is something that we do here at Your Video Team. We support you when it comes to filming your videos by being in the room, trying to make a relaxing environment for you to come into and help you keep on track of what you're trying to say. My question is to you, what is your biggest hurdle when it comes to making your videos? Are you uncomfortable on camera, or do you just don't know what to script? I'd love to hear what you've got to say and maybe help you along the way. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, do leave a comment, or maybe give it a share. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Quitting was never an option.